You know how Starbucks will like pay you to get like a tattoo on your forehead of their brand logo?
They will.
We could be having.
Why are we doing this podcast then?
Well, we play the bad ones so we can roast them, right?
True, but he's a child. And then
oh my god, Two-Set Violin roasts children all the time. We are not even mean.
So it's not really an arrangement because you couldn't give this to two guitarists and tell them like, hey, go play this live.
All right. Should I say the line? Let me know when. Is it line? Line, what's my line?
3, 2, 1, line.
Welcome to the Guitar Arrangers Podcast, the greatest guitar arrangers podcast in the history of the universe.
That was nice. What are we doing today?
We've got some beautiful Skyrim main title theme covers.
Dragonborn. Composed by Jeremy Souffle. Jeremy Soule. I'm sorry.
Thanks a lot, Tony. Thanks a lot. You just lost our sponsorship from Skyrim and the Elder Scrolls Company. What the heck? You just lost our sponsorship from Bethesda.
We're probably never going to financially recover from this.
Well, we do it for the fans, though, because we love the fans. You know, we're willing to take that hit for you guys. So make sure to leave a like and a comment down below.
So this is Beyond the Guitar. Did we get his channel before? I feel like we'll see a lot from this channel. We'll go ahead and give him the like and subscribe treatment.
Can't remember.
All right, main title theme, Beyond the Guitar. This is like the tone-based podcast, Beyond Classical Guitar or something. Classical Guitar and Beyond. This is the
wow.
Beyond
They're going to be playing
guitar.
in space.
Yeah, that would be refreshing.
Oh, there it is. There's the main theme. All right, hold up. Let's pause this video. But yeah, Tony, you're a big fan of Skyrim, right? So can you tell us the lyrics that he has played thus far in the song?
Yeah, it was Thomas is doing what's called a trick question here.
No, there's no tricks. Everybody who plays Skyrim one time remembers the very complex language of the dragons.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is the language that is spoken in the original version of this song, the Skyrim main title theme.
I remember I was looking at a piano score earlier, and they had written out all the words. I have not managed to reach fluency yet in Dragon, was it?
I need a podcast host that will do his homework. You were supposed to learn the entire Dragon language. I sent you everything just a few days ago.
Yeah. So Thomas is going to now demonstrate what I was supposed to learn by singing the lyrics accurately himself.
All right, let's keep playing the video. Whoa. I don't remember strumming in the original.
Yeah, when I watched this one earlier today, and I was thinking, this would have probably been cool on an acoustic guitar. Actually, like it seemed like he was going more that vibes. And I was like, why do you do it on the classical? But just wait for the sweet, sweet tremolo, and then you'll know why.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, Tony, how does he do that? How does he make that sound?
Sound off in the comments, listeners, if you know, because I have no idea. What is this?
What is that technique? I think that's the Rasguiatos.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's classic. This is classic Pima right hand tremolo.
Don't ruin it for them.
It's gonna happen a lot.
If you guess correctly, we will steal that Pikachu down there in the corner, and we will mail it to your house as a prize.
Sound off in the comments if you know. I was wrong. It was Pammy, not Pima. Or is he doing?
Yeah.
Can you hear the difference? Is he doing PIMA or PAMI?
Wow.
Let us know.
Wow.
Which one do you prefer? Or do you do something weird?
Oh, I do almost like a
PIMI.
I've got like an XYZ thing going on. It's like a whole other thing. I wish I could explain it. But it's really fortunate though, because normally with these videos, you don't get like the appropriate visuals, because he's doing the Skyrim cover, and right behind him he's got that giant picture of the Dragonborn behind him. That's awesome. That's awesome. We love a good visual with the Skyrim cover.
Am I missing? Was that a joke? So, is that how Dragonborn came about? Was his parents were murdered in an alley on planet Nin or something?
No, well, you see, he's got the dragon symbol on his chest. The two wings with the dragon spikes that he's got on his head there. That's a classic dragon shape.
Classic dragon shape. Okay.
Yeah, and they shine that into the sky. Whenever the Dragonborn.
That's where they get the name of the game. Actually. Yeah.
That's where they get it.
There's we can play count the Batman things in here. So we got the mug, we got the bobblehead, we got the wall art, and we got the sock, which is my personal favorite touch of Batman.
Wait, I didn't even see what was on his sleeve there.
Well, let's get back to the other angle. Oh, I see it.
Oh, yeah.
Where are you going? Get back here. Ooh, crew. What's this? Is this like the better version of Patreon or something?
Yeah, they're always doing that. I've also seen Ko-Fi. A lot of people a lot of people sell arrangements on Ko-Fi. I got, I can't remember this guy's name, but there was an arrangement of Zelda theme that I didn't feel like doing all over again myself for a wedding where it was requested, and so I bought it from him. So those websites are actually a pretty good database of stuff if you've got the a little bit of change to shell out for the subscriptions. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna say this guy. You know, we'll give him a level 100 one-handed for sure. I wouldn't quite say he gets a level 100 and two-handed yet. I'm gonna reserve my two-handed rating. Yeah, so I'm gonna say he's level 100 in one-handed. Boom.
So you gave this guy level 100 one-handed.
Yes, level 100 one-handed. No illusions, just straight up one-handed skill.
I'm gonna give this guy level 100 sneak for sneaking that tremolo in there right as I thought this was about to be a Candy Rat cover. He brought back the beautiful sounds of Recuerdos de la Alhambra.
There you go.
So don't say anything interesting while I pull up a video because I'll cut it out. Oh boy. So I wasn't super into the kid video.
What?
With like multiple guitars, but I mean, we could play it if you want.
Well, we play the bad ones so we can roast them, right?
True, but he's a child. And then
oh my god, two-set violin roasts children all the time. We are not even mean.
All right, so this was August 1st, 2015. Gabo Karna 96 is gonna show us Dragonborn Skyrim theme guitar cover. So where do you get these like orchestra sounds from?
That's just the low E string, you know, down tuned real low. No, it's not, guys. No, it's not.
Classically trained.
Oh, he's shredding up a storm right now. He's shredding up a storm.
So far, I've counted 3 guitars and 1 bass. This Telecaster, though, does not make another appearance for a while.
But where does he get all these instruments? What job is he working?
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Yeah, I need to trade spots with this guy.
So here's my question. Do you think he's being honest with the guitars in the videos? Like, I'm wondering why this Telecaster is here, right? Like, did he record those specific power chords on a different guitar, but then he did all the other power chords like on that black V guitar in the mix? Or is he trying to show us the full collection right now? Or
yeah, he's just trying to show off the collection.
I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Like,
that's hilarious. Yeah, it's a good question. They must have a very spacious vehicle to drive in to bring his entire collection of instruments and amps to the woods here.
He might live out there. You never know.
Oh, maybe that's just his backyard. You think? I see. I got the vibe that he went and he thought that this was going to be like a good, like a nature preserve or something. It was going to be a really good spot to shoot this Skyrim. Skyrim is sort of like an outdoorsy kind of a game itself, and he was like, "Oh, this is the spot." But you're thinking it's just like he lives in a, you know, his parents' house is they've got several acres, and he's just stepping outside to shoot some music videos with the squirrels.
It's possible. I don't want to put it past him. So it would have been cool if he played that keyboard melody, counter melody thing. string bendy.
I like that feel change.
All right. Well, we'll pause it there on the power chord guitar. So, Thomas, let's give give this guy a score. Give this guy some points here.
Yes, I'm going to say that this guy is I'm going to say this guy is a heavy armor level 100, because when you get to the level 100 perk of heavy armor, or maybe it's not all the way to 100, but it's one of the top perks for heavy armor. It makes it so that the armor weighs nothing and it's very easy to carry around and move around. And that's what this child must have had in order to bring his entire collection of guitars and amplifiers up this mountain to shoot this music video. So kudos to him for some strength.
Yeah, that's a good rating. I think I'm going to have to give this guy level 100 archery because of the string bendy there.
Ah, there you go.
Yep.
There you go.
All right, let's move on to another one.
Give this guy speech 100 for all the facial expressions.
Okay, next up we have Max Roest, who specifically wrote in and asked us to roast him. Sorry about it. It's coming. This is probably the oldest one, 2012, and it's got a good view count. We'll give him.
It's an old game. It's an old game. You know, they recently released like a Skyrim. The company that works on it, Bethesda, recently released an anniversary edition that was like a 10-year anniversary. So Skyrim's been around for a long time. So if you're listening to this, Bethesda, where's the next Skyrim video? I know you have it. Give it to us. Give it to us now. That's all. That's all I have to say.
I shout that from my window every night.
We deserve the game. We deserve the Elder Scrolls 6.
So.
6 is it?
This is going back to the early days of YouTube.
Yeah, this guy was good. When I was watching these, this guy was one of my favorites.
I like that we can see the mic setup too.
Yeah. I don't know, something about just the steel strings I like with this.
Yeah, I think the steel string guitars really hold the groove well.
Yeah, he's got the most incredibly souped up acoustic steel string guitar I've seen. I mean, it's. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to change angle. We can point out the features of this guitar because I think they're all shown in this angle. So check it out. Let's count the cool features, right? All right. Coming in at number 1, we got fan fret multi-scale guitar. This is good for tuning the low string down, which it sounds like in this piece, it sounds like he's got that low string really low. Like, is he playing in like B or something?
Whatever he's playing in, both the 4th string and the 6th string, the deepest one, are both tuned the same, because when he was playing the same frets on both of them, it came out as octaves. So it might just be drop D, and maybe the entire guitar is lowered altogether after that. But he's at least got He's either got two D's or two C sharps or two C's or whatever going
That
on
makes
there.
sense. Yeah. I guess it sounded extra floppy, so I was thinking it went lower than D. Okay, so that's feature number one. We got multi-scale guitar, scordatura tuning, extra low. Feature number two, we got the what's that called? The second
You get
sound
the
hole for
you got the
the
sound port.
sound port, right? For the
Yeah.
guitarist's listening pleasure.
Yeah, so because when the sound comes out of the guitar, it comes out that sound hole and it goes more or less it goes straight away from you, or it kind of spreads out straight away from you. So as the person playing the guitar, the idea is that you never hear the sound directly pointing at you. You always hear it hitting the wall and then bouncing back, because the sound always travels away from you. So you always hear it hitting the wall and then coming back to you. So the idea is that with the sound port, the sound sort of leaks out the top and towards your face, and that supposedly helps you hear it better. Some people don't like it because some people say it takes away from the sound, and I always said that till I found this baby up here, Florence, and that guitar has actually a I actually have a double sound port, so I have two holes up there, and I don't think it takes away from the volume of the instrument at all. So it can be useful when it's done correctly.
Yeah, having heard Thomas play, I have to agree. I don't think I heard much volume lost. In fact, turn that thing down, you kids, and your
Yeah, you can hear my cover of the Lazy Town theme song from a mile away. Yeah.
I missed that one.
No, I just made it up.
Okay.
But anyways, feature number 3, we've got the armrest.
That's right.
If you look up top, and the way that they've got it, instead of, you can kind of see on my guitar over here, it's very hard to see, but it just looks like there's an extra dark piece on that side, and it's sort of another wood piece that's glued on to just like, so your arm can sit on it really comfortably. But the way that his guitar is done, they've actually like chopped the corner off of that section of the guitar and made it diagonally connected so that the arm can sit a little bit more comfortably across it.
Yeah. So I thought some of the idea with these armrests too was to keep the arm from resting on the soundboard. So this part of the guitar produces a lot of the sound. So maybe if you're at like an angle, your arm is not so flat on the soundboard, you can get a little more volume.
Yeah, that's another
thing.
thing.
It also looks more comfortable for sure.
Yeah, I think a lot of our viewers probably won't understand what we're talking about exactly, but there's this big like war in the world of guitar technique about whether or not the sound comes out of just the holes of the guitar, or whether or not it comes through the solid wood parts of the guitar, the back and the sides of the body. And there's all kinds of people out there that have ideas about how you shouldn't touch the guitar when you're playing it in different ways, and even in the most I think the most extreme but also the very most cool example would be Kazuhito Yamashita, how you can tell when he lifts his guitar like off of his lap sometimes, to because he believes it'll allow the chords to ring out more or be sent out better. I'm sure he could explain it a lot better than me, but yeah, it's a funny thing to see how people are these two like ideas of how guitar should be played and guitars should be made allows for the experimentation of things like sound ports and things like the armrest and stuff.
Sure. So just to beat this topic more, I heard that a lot of the difference has to do with like what kind of bracing they're using. So like more of the traditional guitars, people think maybe the whole guitar is vibrating, whereas when you get into like lattice brace guitars, like the newer technologies, they have these really thin soundboards, and all the sound is maybe coming out of that board. So you see the newer guitars mostly have the armrests because of that, and then the older guitars maybe don't. But I don't know.
Yeah.
This is definitely just a debate. Has anyone tested any of this scientifically, or is it all just
no one's tested it? I don't think anyone's tested it scientifically, but I will say in another anecdote that I've played like experimental guitars where people it's just like a normal guitar, but maybe an amateur luthier or somebody who's not like a super good guitar builder makes a guitar, or maybe they make it with very different specifications or with very different kinds of wood or something. I've played guitars where it's like that back is vibrating so much I can feel it hitting me in the chest when I play a chord or something like that. So I do think that it depends on the kind of guitar that you have, and I mean every guitar, especially when you get into guitars like this that are like custom hand. I mean, this is not a factory instrument hanging up at Guitar Center. Somebody like hand made this, probably specifically for this person.
And feature number 4, is it? Last one. Pretty common on acoustic guitars, but you know, we got a cutaway on this one too. So access to the higher register here, much easier.
Yeah, it's a jagged cutaway, which is not something you see every day, where the swoop comes to a full point. You can see, if I may, you can see on my guitars over here, they're all rounded on the edge, and this one comes to a point. So that's another signal that this person has an incredibly fancy custom made guitar.
All right, let's listen to more of this arrangement. I remember this next part was pretty cool. The rhythm is a little bit tricky here.
Yes. Yeah. Another thing that's kind of an interesting feature of having a guitar that's tuned that way, when we say drop D, that what we're talking about is we're talking about taking the deepest string on the guitar and lowering its pitch even further. Oh, there it is.
Thomas and I were both right. So we got a B. We got drop D tuning, but in drop B.
It's drop D. Well, so it's a drop D, and then they tune the entire thing 3 half steps down.
Yeah.
Right? Like 3 keys on the piano down. But the effect of that is that D F sharp B combination, that's that bottom half of the guitar that you see listed first in the tuning, that allows you to kind of slap your whole finger down on the guitar on all of the frets and all the strings. I should say all the strings on one fret, and make a chord just by putting your finger down on any single fret. And you kind of see him throughout that, you know, like Tony, if you like click through the video, even at the end, he kind of does it there, and you'll see his finger kind of sticking straight out. Because he's doing that bar. Yeah, you could. Yeah, and you can kind of see there he's playing on all the frets as well, and it's that tuning allows him to do that. And there's another one where you can even see that his finger. Oh, that one was perfect. Oh, there's another one too.
Yeah. Yeah. So actually, this tuning gets a little weird because he's got a second string still at B. So.
Oh, I guess that's true.
But the low end is just
Well, and then the F sharp, that's only 1/2 step, so that's not truly.
no.
So it's not everything.
New scordatura, completely. Definitely an uncommon tuning, but yeah, it gives it a cool sound. I like stuff like this. It's fun. And yeah, he had some cool bass lines going there in the.
I wonder if that's what
register.
Hashtag BF, hashtag BC above the title. Maybe that he's referring to his tuning system.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, actually, I think that YouTube just auto generated that from this. And it's funny because he posted this in 2012. Probably like YouTube didn't even have hashtags like when he posted this. Because I don't think YouTube had hashtags until like, I don't know, 2016 or something. Like so he's just got like auto generated later. He's probably moved on to other. He's got like much more recent videos, and it's just some random old one that added it too.
Yeah, it would be so crazy to see like what he's doing now, because he would be 10 years older now, right? I mean, that's kind of a big deal.
Looks like a young whippersnapper.
10 more years of guitar playing. Maybe in 10 more years of guitar playing, maybe we'll finally be good.
All right, Thomas. What do you want to give to our friend Max Roest? Besides this guy, roast,
I'm gonna say two-handed, level 100. Yeah, for all the right hand stuff he was doing with the slapping and stuff, and I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Two-handed, 100.
I'm gonna give smithing 100 for going out and building the craziest guitar you've ever seen, and also creating a new tuning for this piece. Smithing 100. Okay, so this one is another older one. So we have Jonas Lefvert.
Why are you saying it with what accent are you saying it with, Tony?
I'm sorry, I've been trying to pronounce Turkish correctly, and now I can't like do anything. I can't do anything except Turkish.
Yeah. Jonas Lefvert with his Skyrim.
See, I thought it was gonna be like Lefre, some French thing. The letters are like in
Lefvert.
They're in like the wrong order for me. I can't figure this out anymore. Jonas, our boy Jonas.
All right, you gave him that like. You can't see because of the dislike feature, but this video also has 12K dislikes.
Oh my god.
No, I'm just kidding. It had barely any.
Thomas made so many accounts just disliking this.
They're all from me. Oh my gosh.
That's what Thomas did between 2014 and 2016, was just make YouTube accounts and hate this guy. He should have been practicing, but
yeah, if anybody's trying to make an AOL account with the combination of the words pumpkin pie and any numbers, I'm very sorry.
So I'm hearing more than one guitar.
Really?
Or the microphones are not synced up in my stereo.
I'm hearing some strange like chorus effect, but I think it's just him. With some funny effects like the reverb and stuff. Also, we're only like viewing him through the peep window in the castle.
This is one guitar? There's no way. The microphones are like out of sync or something.
I think this is the most accessible version, at least so far. This one doesn't have too much fancy stuff going on.
Accessible to the listener or accessible to the player?
To the player. I think this one is more true to the style.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just recorded the entire thing twice and layered it on top of each other. I can't let it go. I'm sorry.
Still trying to figure it out. Very cool.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I like the video a lot too. It's more fun to watch it this way, I think.
Yeah, I've always, every time I go to a concert, I'm like, this concert is great and everything, but I just wish there was a stone wall obscuring most of the stage and the performer. Every time I go out and to a concert or whatever. No, I think I do like his get up in the cloak. Fits the Skyrim thing
Exactly.
very well. We're gonna have to give him some sort of magic rating, some sort of magical rating.
You think so? Well, so what do you want to? What kind of rating are you thinking then?
I'm thinking he should get illusion 100 first of all, because we can't tell. Me and Tony are still split between whether it's one or two guitarists. He's got illusion going for him. I'm also gonna say destruction, because I think that I'm gonna bet money that he one take that thing. So I think he totally destroyed that performance. And then I'm also gonna give him a one-handed 100.
That's high praise.
Well, I don't know if it's high praise necessarily. Maybe I take it back. Well, I'm gonna give it, because I giving him so many perks. I'm gonna give him only level 80 on each of the perks.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to give him an imbalance of perks, and he'll destroy everyone else. With the destruction magic.
So to me, this is textbook light armor 70. For no reason.
Yeah, I was gonna say, explain yourself. Light armor.
I was expecting Thomas to cut me off angrily faster than that, so I didn't follow up.
I was trying to be nice. Yeah. Well, in that case, I'm gonna give him
for the outfit light armor. That's not heavy armor.
Well, technically, in the Skyrim game, the mage's robes provide no protection. I don't know if they're light armor or heavy armor. They might be just they might just not be armor. They might just be clothes.
Well, if you hide behind a brick wall, though, that's basically like the same thing as armor. So
yeah, it's basically the same thing.
Yeah, deal with that. All right, so let's move on.
Welcome to Thomas and Tony's ASMR podcast.
I'm not a fan.
Welcome to Thomas and Tony's a glass blowing educational podcast where we teach you to make the finest in decorative glassware.
Do you know that that is called lamp working?
You're pranking me right now.
No, it's called lamp working.
If glass blowing decorative glass is called what did you say again? Lamp what?
Lamp working.
If that's called lamp working, then me practicing guitar is lamp twerking.
Wait, should I Google it?
Lamp working? I feel like you're going to come up with something illuminating and inappropriate simultaneously.
I said lap working. It's not.
Don't Google images that at home, folks. Lamp working is a type of glassware in which the torch or a lamp is used to melt the glass. Oh, I see. Because normally you heat it up in an oven, right?
When I was a young lad, I used to be really interested in glass and making glass things. So I definitely looked this up. And it's only been like 10 years.
Yeah, it's hard to be a glass blower without, getting into, people's vices.
I think
a few people make glassware.
Lamp working sounds better when you have to like tell your grandma like what you do for a job. Yeah, I mean, professional lamp worker. Hey, what are you doing? You work for the city or something.
Yeah, I mean, when I think of glass blowing, like I think of people who make like pipes. Yes. For smoking and stuff. So it's like it's hard to be a glass blower and only create rated G appropriate decorations.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's why lamp working really caught on as a name.
Yeah, I'm actually I'd like to announce now that my wife and I are having a child. She's pregnant with my child, and we thought we would be best to name it lamp working, to start a family tradition that can be passed down through the generations.
Thomas and his wife actually decided to take the last name lamp working for themselves because it was neutral, and now their child on the way will be lamp working the first.
It just rolls off the tongue. Something about it,
I can see it now. Someday your child's first arrangement arranged by lamp working or first. L lamp working is how it'll show up on sheet music plus.
What's the L stand for?
Lamp working.
Also.
Sorry, I thought you forgot.
Oh, my kid is gonna get so bullied in school.
It'll be tough. I said
it's gonna have a tough time. Or she. Lamp working could be a girl's name as well. You don't know.
True. It's neutral all around.
I'm sorry to any family members who view this and are consequently disappointed that I'm not having a child.
What would the middle name?
Got all their hopes up.
What would the middle name be though? Lamp working.
Probably Jenkins.
Lamp working 2-foot straight shooter.
That's 3. How many words is that? Oh my. The Italians have so many names.
Sick custom downstem ash catcher lamp working.
I was going to break it down. So the first name is Lamp, second name Work, last name Ing.
Oh, so just one. It would almost make the word arranging then when it's ARR ing. It'd be R-ing. Arranged ing.
Oh.
It'll just look like bad English. Arranged ing.
Now we're getting into territory of like, how Starbucks will like pay you to get like a tattoo on your forehead of their brand logo.
They will.
We could be having.
Why are we doing this podcast then? Let's just go get. Why are we playing the long con?
Well, we're playing the long con because if we have both the podcast and children, we can name the children the Guitar Rangers podcast, and then our child, who is named the Guitar Rangers podcast, or our children, because the more children, the more advertising you have. The doctor will ask, "What do you want to say on his birth certificate?" And I'll say, "Oh yeah, first name guitar, middle name arranging, last name podcast." And the nurse will be like, "Are you serious right now?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, do you have a YouTube? Do you have a YouTube? We're going viral, so you gotta check us out."
Do you wanna donate to our child's Patreon, which is older than the child itself?
Oh.
His name will be Lampworking Starbucks Lampworking.
This is not a scam.
So I think that was a good intro to Callum. Dude,
it's Callum McGaw.
Callum
and his
Callum McGaw.
You're gonna have Ryan after you for this for misspelling an Irish person's name. I don't know that he's Irish. Maybe he's Scottish, but I thought, what the heck?
Like Irish spelled everything like different than that anyway. Like if I can read
so we
it,
should have Ryan.
If I can read it, it's not Irish.
Ryan, if you're listening to this, get on this podcast, or we will continue to accidentally disrespect the Irish. On accident. We did not mean to. It was an accident. All right,
Ryan was supposed to be here today. All right. This is actually pretty similar to the last one.
Just a little, maybe a bit too fast.
It looks like he did this in one take, so...
So take it easy on yourself, guy. What the...
You know how it is. You start a little faster than you think and just keep it going. All right, Thomas, what do you think of this?
Yeah, this one, I'm going to give it like a one-handed 85 maybe. This one is a little too fast, and you can kind of tell it's a little on the sloppy side. You can just kind of tell there's some hesitations. There's some missed and muffled bits kind of at the beginning and the end of phrases, which does happen when you live take things, but he does get the opportunity to live take this as many times as he wants.
Definitely you get bonus points for doing a live take. I mean, we get to see like honestly how it is playing through this. And the arrangement itself is pretty solid. It seems like both this version and the previous version that we just heard. They're really similar. I think when you play this in standard tuning, everyone's just kind of picking the first position chord that most matches the piano reduction, probably. So the arrangements come out really similar.
Yeah, and it does beg the question, if you make a Skyrim cover, like, without ever seeing another person make a Skyrim cover, but they come out very similar, are they the same arrangement?
That's true. I guess technically they are claiming cover as well. They didn't actually title this as arrangement.
Oh, what's the difference? Cover, arrangement?
I think
it's all the same thing.
I think cover implies that you are playing it on the exact same instrument, the exact same way, whereas an arrangement is moving it from one instrument to another.
Well, then he's just mistaken. Following that logic, he's just mistaken to label this as a guitar cover, because there is no guitar.
I think this is a guitar arrangement, but he's calling it a cover. So I think basically both this version and the last version, it's an arrangement in that they moved it from one instrument to another, but it's a cover in the sense that they're probably playing the piano score as accurately as possible on guitar with as few changes as possible. I don't think anyone's really put any thought into the timbre, for example, because if you listen to the full piece from start to finish, like as it is in the game, the orchestration changes quite a bit throughout, whether it's singing or the different instruments that come in, where I think everyone here is probably just arranging the piano score as simply as possible onto the guitar. Maybe the first guy beyond the guitar who did some more interesting things with the tremolo.
It would be interesting to see where they get their source material from to do the arrangements. Is it like the real score, or is it like somebody else's version on some other instrument?
I tried to find online the official sheet music on Sheet Music Plus. Now there's also a bunch of piano transcriptions that are available to download for free on MuseScore, which is a free notation software. It's hard to know. This video is like 6 or 7 years old, so I don't even know what resources were available at the time that this was filmed. Or going back to some of the previous versions, which were like 2012 or something. Who knows what resources they were using, what websites to find sheet music.
Yeah, back then they just had to, send scores to each other via carrier pigeon.
Oh my god! Fast travel was invented like thousands of years ago.
Yeah,
you just have to find the nearest horse and buggy on the outskirts of town, and pop your piano reduction into there.
I always just use the courier.
Thomas thinks he's a better player than me, but I like to think I play the game in a more sophisticated way.
Yeah, no, Tony, he plays a ton of Skyrim. He was just telling me the other day about, he was just telling me about how on the Skyrim, everything is shaped like blocks. And all his friends get together and they take turns, building blocks together, and they make these nice little sculptures and stuff. He's always telling me about, but I play some Skyrim, and I've never heard of constructing decorative statues out of blocks. So I'm not sure. So if you guys know what game Tony is playing or what kind of mod he's using on in Skyrim, let me know, because I don't understand.
If you follow me on TikTok, I do the Skyrim dance all the time in almost all of my TikTok videos.
Oh yeah, the Skyrim dance. Yeah, I know that. I hope somebody else comes up and does the Skyrim dance in the next video, so we get like a good example.
And my TikTok is at refreshing guitarist.
That's not true. His real handle is at Pastaman111.
Okay, right. So this is Guitars and Dragons. And this one actually came out really recently. It looks like this person arranged it because there's a new Bethesda game coming out, Elder Scrolls 6. So
no, he's joking. He's joking. He's the same thing.
I knew that. I was actually pranking the audience. We were doing it. Sound off in the comments if I fooled you.
Well, actually, Tony, I'll have you know that Bethesda has only released the first map from Elder Scrolls 6.
Okay, so wait, so Elder Scrolls 6 is partially out? There's one map?
No, it's not even partially out.
Okay.
They just keep teasing like, oh yeah, here's like some concepts we've got for the game or whatever. Give us the goods. Bethesda, I know you have the Elder Scrolls 6 locked in a secret vault down beneath beneath the GFA headquarters. Give it back to us. I know Martha Masters has Elder Scrolls 6, but she doesn't want to share with the rest of us.
Please, Martha, we are begging you. The first 5 were not enough for me. My thirst has been left unquenched.
Yes, well, I hope you are thirsting for someone to play, someone in a, in a flowy shirt to play you a cover of a Skyrim main title sequence, because that's what you're about to get.
This is the pirate shirt from Seinfeld. That's the only lore that I really know is Seinfeld lore, actually. Man, this guitar is really cool. So we got an F hole on the bottom and on the top. Yeah.
Well, it looks cool.
This one? Is this like a what is this?
I don't even know what the deal is with that. They forgot to do the other it
doesn't have the, it's not this.
They just forgot to, they're still working on it.
Oh my gosh. And then it's got this cool bottom of the fretboard comes to a point business. Yeah, this is a nice guitar. Clearly a custom build. This is Bard style. See if you can pick up on the bardiness.
It's because he's using the capo, isn't it?
So what do we got? Second fret capo.
But now the bottom one has changed. Am I imagining things?
Yo.
Wait, go back to the beginning. Go back to the What the?
What is
no,
this?
it's this.
Something
It
else?
must be a microphone stand or something.
It's a shadow. Is it a shadow? Oh my god! I thought
it was part of the guitar.
It looked like a perfect F, like a F hole.
Yes, just like I don't even have an F hole mandolin now, but yeah, what the? I thought it was an F hole, and I was like, oh yeah, it's
like,
unfinished.
why did they not do it to the top one and only the bottom one? Oh my god, dude, good eye. I would have not noticed that. Good. All right, no F holes on this guitar. Yeah. So that section was very different from all the other arrangements, which is nice to see somebody doing something different. Refreshing.
that stuff. I'd like to see him live take that.
Just a tiny bit of tremolo. There we go. We got the timbre.
Interesting. So it's different too.
Yeah, first harmonics of the day, really.
Somebody else was doing them, but that's the first time that somebody's used them in that section. The first guy, he did a tremolo with it instead for that section. Just like a bard playing a 12-string guitar. No, I don't know. Actually, the choruses would be kind of like a bard instrument.
Oh, guitar number 3. This guy has the best guitar collection of the day, I have to say.
I do like the color on that sort of dark cherry one. That's nice.
Had some kind of custom inlay on the 12th fret too.
Yeah, well, I got some things to say about it.
What was the fret?
It's a little out of tune or something. And he's just adding in the fan. Oh.
Oh, there we go. Very nice.
There's another gentleman with eyebrows set to kill.
That's really, I think we're learning really fast on this podcast. If you want to be good at guitar, get your eyebrows on point early. Thomas is there. Yeah, so what did you want to say about this guitar?
Oh, I just really like the color, and it's funny, it's very hard to see, but I believe that's a Roman numeral 12 on the 12th fret marker.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty cool.
So all these guitars appear to be custom because that 12 string also, I don't know what brand this is. I guess it's the same. It looks like it's the same as this one. Maybe.
The dude's got a lot of capos for all those. Every single one of those guitars has got a capo on it.
Oh my gosh. They're all different capos. It's definitely not the same capo being used on 3 different guitars.
This guy's got a lot of twin brothers. That's all I got to say.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so this was on track to be my favorite arrangement, but I don't know. I guess it's a little bit less fun when you start off solo guitar. This is the same kind of complaint I made last week about another video, but if you go solo guitar for 3 minutes and then you introduce another guitar, it's like I was under the impression you had figured out this whole thing tastefully on one guitar.
Yeah.
And then it's oh, by the way, I'm gonna use a second guitar. It's why? You had it.
Yeah, it's almost like a little bit of I don't know. It's interesting to see when people figure it out on one guitar. It's almost a little bit more of a challenge.
I would think so.
I wouldn't say that
much more of a challenge, really.
I wouldn't say that doing duo arranging is not a challenge because it has a set of unique challenges, or trio arranging or whatever. Yeah, definitely when you introduce the guitars, it becomes a like your question, if the question is it possible to play this song on a guitar, then the more instruments you add, once you add that second guitar, the answer is almost always yes.
When you arrange for duo or trio or whatever, more than one guitar, you're thinking in advance, like, would this be like something you could perform live or something with two people? But this is not something you would perform live with two people, because one person would sit there for 3 minutes and do absolutely nothing, and then play for 5 seconds and then leave. So it's not really an arrangement, because you couldn't give this to two guitarists and tell them like, hey, go play this live.
Yeah,
I think that's the problem that I have. So if you're going to do a duo, then make it like a duo arrangement that
right.
two people would like to play.
Yeah, because a lot of people, they're looking at this stuff and they want to play it, right? And like they have like a duo that they're in, or they want to play it, or they're a solo guitarist and they want to be able to play Skyrim on their guitar for other people and impress them and stuff. You know, just because the arrangement works in a YouTube video doesn't mean that the arrangement is going to work in real life. Which is why I say things like, I'd like to see that person one take this. You know, or I'm trying to remember in the case of the video with the cloaked gentleman. You know, it's like some of the stuff, maybe it sounds like it's live, maybe it's not live, but it's just a question of, is it even possible to play? You know, a song that is fully possible to play online in it for a video might not be possible to play in real life.
Right. Yeah. So I think some of these are more like studio songs or something. Like, they're actually nice to listen to, but something about the spirit of like arranging kind of implies like playing it live. Because I guess if you're not limited by the live performance and you're just going to do like studio performance, then my thought would be, why stop there? Like, just add in a bunch of stuff and like make it really crazy, like
right,
and like really perfect, capture every aspect of the song on 12 guitars. Like you could do just everything.
Yeah, because he's still leaving out many things, so you kind of get the best of both worlds if you're thinking in terms of trying to make something easy, because you don't have to figure out a way to make all those notes fit on the one guitar at the same time, and you're also making something that you can record like multiple pieces of and stitch it together. He's getting the easiest hand, both physically and mentally, by not having to capture everything that's there. So while it is good and cool to listen to, and he's got a cool outfit and he's got a cool collection of guitars, that does kind of, you know, if I was looking to buy sheet music for this, this wouldn't convince me.
Yeah, probably the Beyond the Guitar one would probably be the one I would be most likely to buy the sheet music for. I liked the one in the crazy scordatura as well, but that tuning was so far away from standard that I'd probably not want to play it.
Yeah, well,
Also,
I take back what I said about like stitching the different things together, because that's not what I meant to say at all, because that's totally normal, and that's how most people make their CDs, and nobody should have the impression that listening to a recording or a CD like is one taked, because it, even when the artist says that it is, it really never really is, and I think that gives people like misconceptions about mistakes and music. But I do think, again, that this guy is getting the best of both worlds, in the sense that he doesn't have to physically find how all those notes fit on one instrument, and he doesn't have to capture all of what's going on in the song per each instrument and make this hugely orchestrated thing. So he's kind of taking the easy route on both sides in that regard.
But only in the last minute. I thought the first like 3 minutes he proved the ability.
It's true.
The ability is definitely there to do that. So it was just an artistic decision to not do that. But
and once you're live and you go full rock band, you can't go back to solo guitar anymore. Once you've gone full rock band, everybody's ears are already adjusted to the loud music, and they won't even be able to hear you. You know, just on the one instrument.
Maybe he's got Amazon affiliate links to these guitars in the description.
Oh, he's sponsored.
Buy this guitar. It's probably like $100 on Amazon.
Yeah, just $100 on Amazon. That's all that guitar is worth. Yeah, you'd be hard pressed to find a good 12 string for $100. He does have the.
Kind of.
This guy is getting paid. This guy's getting paid to show off the classical guitar too. But yeah, okay. So we got to also address the funny guitar. The funny guitar that is not what a Bard style guitar would look like back then or something. They didn't even have like guitars as you see it here. They have, depending on how far you go back, they have kind of similar, kind of smaller instruments with fewer strings or fewer courses. There's a lot to unpack here. For example, if you're trying to copy like a Renaissance lute player, there are many things this is obviously not even close to a Renaissance lute. It does not have pairs of strings like the 12 string. There's a lot of different things about it. So I don't think this guy is trying to say that he's doing like an authentic historical thing. Bard's guitars look a lot different. I wish he would have actually had that guitar, because they do have a guitar that's almost like a sort of a lyre that's in Skyrim. That's sort of a triple neck thing that you never really get to use or play in the game. But I think that would be, if you wanted to, I'm sure you could pay somebody to custom make you one of those and have it just work just tune like 6 strings, normal guitar, and then that would be super cool.
I guess this guitar does fit the vibe well, and I think based on this channel name, it's probably doing lore from all kinds of different things besides just Skyrim. So I'm imagining this guitar makes a lot of appearances in a lot of different styles.
That's a good point. I guess it would be better to have something that's more multi-purpose like that. Yeah, and you see the funny sound holes again in the guitar is interesting, because it just goes back to that idea that we've talked about the belief of like, does the sound come through the instrument, or does it come through the sound hole, or does it come through the walls of the instrument? And some people who believe it comes through the walls, they'll have really funny sound hole design. So that's how you see those little cutouts in the front.
So here's another. So I'm on the Luthier's page now. So it looks like he's done a bunch of different versions of this.
Whoa, look at that harp guitar. Oh my God.
So this one's got some kind of inlay here. So that it's like maybe a model that you can buy. And then, cool. We're getting to the harp guitar. Wow.
Oh man.
Thomas is a harp guitar guy. So we can check out all of these pictures.
Yeah, somebody send me 10 grand to get this instrument, and I will come to your house. I will learn how to play it, and I will come to your house and serenade you to sleep on this beauty. Oh my gosh. Look at how many strings that thing has.
So this is a fretless.
That's incredible.
This top one's fretless.
No, it's just for support. The wood there is just for support. It's not like you play it like an oud or something. It's not actually fretless.
I was really excited for a second.
No, you spent too much time with the Turkish instruments where they're fretless and you can play on them and they don't have those lines, so you can make all kinds of cool slides and inflections and bends, and
It's funny.
that's cool stuff.
The guitar stuff that I've been doing out here is the opposite of fretless. I've been doing a lot of added frets. What is this, like a hurdy-gurdy or something?
Okay, we can't keep looking at all these. I'm not gonna have any money after this.
There's your.
Look at that.
Wait, so this is like.
Jeez,
So
yeah.
Is this a guitar lute hybrid or what?
Oh, I mean, I'm not qualified to speak on
hybrid.
exactly what it is because it does look kind of old, but at the same time, you could make instruments new to look old. So it's very hard to tell whether or not it's a real old one or it's what they would call an early romantic replica or a Renaissance replica, some sort of old guitar. Looks like he also does a lot of 7 strings.
So anyway, if you want to find this guy's this guitar making page, click the link under Guitars and Dragons video, and hopefully he gets some money every time somebody clicks on that. And that must be why he's using so many guitars here. I don't know. Maybe they're friends.
Do you think that the child that Tony ruthlessly roasted earlier, do you think that child is also getting paid for all of those different guitars that he had, and that's why he lugged them all up the mountain?
Now I can't edit out that whole entire video from the podcast because of the callbacks. Every time I was making a callback in this episode, I was like, now that person is part of this episode forever. Yeah, so I think Guitars and Dragons definitely wins for best guitar collection. Sorry to the young child earlier who did the metal version on like all of the Guitar Center floor models, but I was a Schecter Slam. To be honest, that was like my first guitar. Actually looked very much like that Schecter. I think it was an Ibanez, but it's the same. It was the same thing.
Yeah, back when I'm so old, that back when I was a young man, we used to just put rubber bands across a couple of chair legs, just whoosh, and those were our guitars.
And what songs did you learn on those?
I learned It's All Over But the Crying by the Ink Spots. I learned the Corey in the House theme song. I learned the Bach Chaconne. I was the most serious and respected of all the songs. And I also learned Bad Blood by Taylor Swift. And that's all I can remember right now.
Thomas just called the Bach Chaconne a song because there are no rules on the Guitar Rangers podcast.
Yeah.
And we're changing our name to the Bach Chaconne fan page podcast.
I've been inundated with hate mail after Tony made me talk about the Bach Chaconne from the last episode. So you're gonna bring this up again, and you're gonna stir the pot. You're gonna stir up all these feelings people have.
We went from our goal of 1,000 subscribers after week 1, all the way down to 7 subscribers. Just after that Bach Chaconne statement. So the 7 of you that stuck around, we thank you, and stay strong. Our opinions will be heard.
Yeah, and Lester Holt, if you want to change your mind, and have us on your television news.
Lester
Why,
Holt,
Tony? Don't laugh. This is serious.
Like Dateline.
This is serious. Yeah, on NBC. That's how we lost so many. He said, Lester. He had us talking bad about the Bak Shakon, and he said, "Who do you think you are?" He said it just like that, and I was like, "Come on, Lester Holt. We're just trying to promote diversity in music," and he was like, "Not at NBC, you don't." And now, yeah, here we are with only 7 subscribers. I wish I could go back, Lester.
Who's your favorite Dateline narrator? Mine has to be Keith Morrison.
My favorite is Tom Yamas.
That's not a Dateline reporter.
No. So for my rating for this guy, I'm gonna give him in the spirit of Tony, I'm gonna give him a 100 in smithing, and I'm gonna give him a 100 in sneak for sneaking in all those awesome instruments in the end there.
Hey, I'm gonna give him a 75 in illusion, because 75% of this piece was giving me the illusion of it being a solo guitar arrangement. And I'm gonna give 100 in conjuration, because he was conjure up some homies to play the end of the piece with him.
There you go. Yeah, it's crazy how I don't remember the spell that lets you summon like little twins of yourself, little clones, little Guitars and Dragons clones. But he's got it, whatever it is. Should we record an outro?
Pressure's on. Outro time.
Is it time? Okay.
It's outro time. All right, come on. Just like we rehearsed. Good energy.
All right. I'm gonna do it. All right,
got it.
Thanks for sticking around to the end. If you like what you saw, please leave us a like and subscribe. Let us know in the comments if you have a favorite arrangement from today's episode, or if we missed one.
We want to give a big thank you to all the guitarists we talked about in this video. Be sure to check their videos out. You can find the links in the description below.
Boom.
One take.